Hey there, I am back with an unboxing video, and today I'm going to be taking a look at the Sword of the Conqueror package from the Thirdway Industries Patreon. Now, you're going to want to stay tuned for the end of the video. I'm going to be announcing the winner of the Evil deck, also from Thirdway Industries. So if you entered, you're definitely going to want to hang around for that. But first, let's get into this one. Now, before we do that, what is the Patreon package? What is Sword of the Conqueror? Well, in addition to all the decks he produces on Kickstarter, his website, etc., Giovanni Moroni also has a Patreon. And on there, you can basically sign up for a monthly subscription to a box called Sword of the Conqueror. And what he promises is that every month, he'll send you a package that's worth at least $50. Now, it can be decks of cards, that's usually what it is, but it can also include coins, pins, books, all kinds of other things that he includes as extra collateral with the cards. He ships every other month. That way he can just sort of combine packages, save a little bit on shipping. So what you see here is a 2 months worth of packages, both November and December. Now let's take a look at it and find out what's in this one. Now, first off, there's one non-deck in this one, and it's this right here, the Red Book of the Revolutio. Now, this was an add-on for his 2019 The Order deck. A really beautiful deck, but I did not, during the campaign, pick up the companion book. So very happy to have this. Includes some very large scale artwork of some of the different characters and art throughout. Includes little blurbs about some of the cards as well, and really blown up images of some of the fantastic ad cards. Really one of the best features in the entire deck. So really cool to have this one. Glad to add this one into the decks and everything else that I picked up at in the campaign. So there is the Red Book of the Revolutio. And then there are 4 decks. I'm gonna pull these off just to keep a little bit of the suspense going. And first off, we're gonna finish off with the other 2 items that were from the November box. And first, we have the Betrayer's Tenebra. This is one of the standard decks from the Betrayers series, done in this beautiful blue, but one of his more popular series, and very cool to have this one. This is one that I actually already had, but can't complain about having an extra of any of Giovanni's decks. This is a really cool one. If you haven't seen the artwork on this one, definitely recommend checking that out. So Betrayer's Tenebra. And then another one of the standard decks is Delirium Ascension. I really like the gold inks that are done on this one. And you've got this really unique backstory on it. And that is a mythology of these characters that live in a world where no one can fall asleep. And you have these really fun, almost cartoonish characters all throughout. Another very cool deck. Always just very unique in the mythologies that he includes. So Delirium Ascension, another good one to get. And then 2 more decks. So these 2 decks were included as the December, I should say, package. And it is the Evil deck. So 2 copies of the Evil deck. Now, how these came about. And if you've been following along with Giovanni, you know that this is actually the first deck that he produced. You can find out a little bit more about how it came to be on my review of this deck on a previous video. But recently he found out that Expert had actually printed a bunch of extra of these decks. So there were a few hundred extra of them. Giovanni bought out the entire lot of them and included them in his Patreon package. He also sold the remainder on his website. So this is the actual original Evil deck. This is not a reprint of it or anything, but this was printed a few years ago, and it's very cool to have a couple of extra of these. So that is the December package. So in November you had Betrayer's Tenebra, Delirium Ascension, and then the Red Book of the Revolutio, and then in December added a pair of Evil decks. So very cool additions on this one. Definitely recommend checking out the Patreon if you haven't. It's a great way, especially if you don't have a lot of his decks. He includes a lot of his previous decks just sort of randomly throughout this. So definitely recommend checking that out. But it's not just older decks. He also includes new releases. And in fact, he's going to be releasing a couple of redesigns of the Eva deck in the near future here, most notably the Eva Noir. So you're definitely going to want to be subscribed when those come out, because I think it's going to be the best, most economical way to pick those decks up. So that's it. That is the Patreon for November and December, Sword of the Conqueror package. But promised that I was going to be giving away one of these. was waiting for these to get in the Patreon package so I could get a couple extra ones, and I'm going to be giving one away to one of you guys. And without any further ado, happy to announce that the winner is Stu Pedassel. So congratulations, Stu. You are the winner of the Evil deck. Hit me up on Instagram. Handles down in the description. It's the Card Guy YT. Or you can just leave a comment here. We'll try to figure out how to connect, and I will get this deck out to you. So congratulations, Stu, on the big win. All right, well, that's it for this one. Hope you enjoyed this look at another great package from Thirdway Industries. Subscribe for more deck reviews, unboxings. I'll be doing more giveaways in the future, and I'll see you for the next one.